Hi there. Could you just please introduce yourself and which organisation you're from?
Yeah, my name's John Wood and I'm representing the Scottish Drugs Forum.
Now John, the question we've got for you today is, can you tell us your views on stigma and poverty?
Yeah, I've experienced both. I'm only 29, so in a short lifespan I've experienced both stigma and poverty as well. They came hand in hand. I was stigmatised by the entire population, because through my own self, was a drug user for 13 years. Being negatively affected by going into services and taking particular substances and the ways and means I went about sourcing those substances as well. Then gaining and maintaining recovery for, at the minute, just over a 2.5 year period. Still facing that stigma, the barriers, the hurdles and the things that are put in place. When it comes to, especially in and around job centre and for the DWP, even to gaining employment. Because I've done such and such and I've been associated with drug use and been a job seeker and been on the sick and been in mental health services and addiction services, it hinders the process of being able to gain and maintain long-term employment. Basically judged on my past experience rather than where I'm at the minute or where I could potentially be in another 6 months to a year. When I was using, put it this way, the DWP enabled me to use. Because I was an active heroin user, I was given a certain benefit, which means I didn't need to sign on it. It meant I didn't need to attend the job centre weekly or fortnightly. Provide a doctor's note once a year, that was all that was required. I got into recovery, and the minute that I came into Glasgow, gained recovery after 9 months in a treatment service. My benefits were stopped because I was no longer classed as an addict. I had to face rigorous medicals where my past experience for the first time in my life wasn't used in my favour, or it was used to my disadvantage. I was signed off my benefits and had to appeal that. For somebody trying to gain recovery, especially somebody that's been in mental health and addiction services, that's the key point in their life where they need benefits and support and people not to judge them. But unfortunately it's not the case.
Do you feel, obviously, that yourself being through the mental health system and having mental health related issues in your past, do you feel that you're still now being discriminated against due to that?
Definitely, yeah, definitely. Yes, the Rehabilitation of Offenders Act was passed in Parliament some years ago, not used to its fullest advantage. I now went down the line of, I'm a fully trained and qualified chef with a HND in catering. So I've got a past educational experience and a past work experience, but couldn't get back into that line of work because I'm an honest person. Somebody asked me what I've been doing with my time off, I'll quite happily tell them. There's probably a bit of stupidity in there on my part as well, but I believe honesty is the best policy. So what I've had to do is spend the last 2 years in a voluntary organisation, namely the Scottish Drugs Forum and Poverty Alliance, doing pieces of work for nothing to give something back from the society which has taken so much from. And go into a line of employment where my negative life experience of drug use and mental health services is actually my best asset, and that's what the requirements is for the job that I'm just about to start with at the minute.
So John, to summarise, although you've maybe not had the most fulfilling past, coming and joining organisations and getting out there and giving something back has made you who you are today. Definitely. Do you feel that it's given you the drive to continue to fight what the government are telling you is not there for you?
Yes, almost definitely. Not almost definitely, it is definitely the case. If it wasn't for organisations that take on volunteers, I'd probably go back out using. I had no meaning, I had no purpose, I had no direction and no drive. I've come into places and I've been able to get my teeth into certain bits of work, and I can challenge what actually happens in order to shape and reform a new future for people that maybe are going through the same experiences that I've been through. I'd wholeheartedly tell everybody that's been in the place that I've been or come from the places that I've come from to get involved in the voluntary sector. and let it shape their lives and turn them into a positive direction.
Thank you very much for your time today, John.
Cheers.